So today we'll talk about interview experience of AFSB Mysore, and this will be very relevant till date, I bet. So first of all, I want to tell you that this was my first experience with the interview, and I only prepared psych. I didn't prepare for interview at all, so I was just a fresher, I would say, because I didn't have any idea about it. Also, I was not thinking that I would be screening in at the first place, so I didn't have any plan of how the hell the interview goes on. But I was like, I'm very good in corporate interviews, and I've just made the class, so I was kind of overconfident, ignorant, and shit. Okay, so let's start with the questions. So yeah, they start with the rapid fire always, and like mostly in my case. So the rapid fire can be of two things: your parents, good qualities, bad qualities, how many people, how many members are there in your family, and what your father do, mother do, and your relation, good qualities of father, mother, bad qualities of them, your brother, how many times you fight or whatever, and then how you manage home things, something like that can be one rapid fire. Another, which is asked 90% of the time, which is your education status, like how much you got in 8th, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, and then BTech. And then they also ask how much you like, what's your best teacher, favorite teacher, worst teacher. And in always, like whenever they say worst teacher, you should not say worst teacher, you should say the teacher I didn't like. Worst and didn't like is like two different thing, and it shows that you are very positive in very negative statement as well. That means if they say what are your good qualities and bad qualities, you can say there are no bad qualities, there are some qualities which I'm trying to improve, like that. These are something which I learned after the interview, so I'm just helping you out. I'm not like, I am not something which was perfect at that time. uh, Opposite of perfect, I would say. So let's start. So yeah, education detailed I told, then favorite teacher I told, and yeah, I told that my favorite teacher was maths teacher because she inspired me to get good marks. She really boosted me like in person to get good marks. That was really good touching experience. And bad teacher, I said that once upon a time my teacher, history teacher, tore my notebook because of my handwriting, and because of her, I in my final exam I got good marks because I changed my handwriting. So in some ways she was the teacher I didn't like, but she was something which changed my life. So in the end I make that thing positive. So similarly you can also make any of your story positive, and that can really help you out. Then how you save your money, they can ask, and that is really in very different manner. They say like what job you do, and then they will say how you save your money. And I want to tell you that if you are bringing your file of certificates, they will check all the certificate, everything. And I'll tell you the story which ruined me because of one of the extra paper I had kept in my certificate file. Because of that, my interview went very shit. Like it ended bad. So I want to say about that in the last, but I want to tell that they will know every certificate of yours, and they will judge you like nicely with that, but they will not ask you anything positive. Like if you have achieved the first rank in anything, or you were the special achiever, or you did the project which won any prize, which in my case happened, he didn't ask me because he knew that I will have a really beautiful answer for that. So he knew where I was prepared, and he knew that he doesn't want to know anything which I am prepared about. So in that case, I want to tell you something that sometimes what happens is whenever we want to express something, we always try to speak more and more, but they don't want it. So just be to the point, and also they don't want to know more than what they are asking, because no matter how much you want to express, whatever positive you are bringing to the table, they really don't want to see it, because they want to reject you mostly. Literally, they want to reject you, and they, if whenever you say something positive, they'll move to the next intake later on maybe. So any project, so yeah, Now he wanted me to screw somewhere. So okay, first I'll talk in general questions. So five international news he asked to my friends, not me at that time. Then which aircraft you like? And as I said, I had no idea. After my psychology exam, which happened in the first day itself, the next day 9 o'clock I had interview, so I didn't have any idea of aircraft. I didn't have anything. I was not sure that I will be, and at that time Rafael was not even there, or maybe there, I don't know. Now Rafael is there for sure. So I said Rafael. He said okay. He knew that I didn't know that. So so he just said okay. Then he said something more like what is it? He knew. I told him little added extra information because I knew that I'll fuck it up if I didn't say it. So I just tell him that. Sir, I don't know much about aircraft, and he was like, "You have come for pilot. How come you don't know?" And I'm like, um, mm, I was so badly screwed. Anyway, so please, if you are really interested, if you are really interested in Indian Air Force or Indian Navy about vessels, ships, at least if you are going for pilot, the hell you are doing wrong is like if you don't planes little different how we can say this is this is Rafale, this is Jaguar or whatever Dornier. So you have to see the difference and you should know little different ideas like just 2 points at least. So it will definitely help in Indian Air Force. Like they don't ask this question, but if they ask, they even if you don't know the answer, how about if you don't know the answer, how you will reply to that? So in that case, just reply that, sir, I don't know, sir, like this, like with the smile and with eye to eye contact. In that, you look confident, in that, you look innocent, honest, and everything positive. And you're still having chances to be in, which happens in one of my friend's case. He didn't knew two answers or three answers in AFSB Mysore, and he still got in with his, which I didn't have because I was feeling guilty of not knowing. He want you to feel guilty, and don't feel guilty. Okay, don't feel guilty about anything. If you don't know any question, just don't feel guilty about that. If you feel guilty, that means you are under pressure. That means you will be screwing up. Just like if you are on a war and you did some wrong decisions and now you're feeling guilty, you cannot screw things up. They think in that ideology way. So they want an officer who is always confident about any answer and any solution, and if he doesn't know, he's still confident that he is good enough to be selected. Not a single GK question can judge my idea. Not even six GK question which I did wrong or which I didn't know can change my selection. Only thing which can judge you badly is your personal question. Please be sure about personal question. Please introspect yourself and see your friends and parents. Make sure that you are very positive with your father, mother, and brother. Though it is very tough to be positive with your brother or sister, I know, but please just see all the positives around you, because in the end you make a positive story in psychology, then how the hell you can be negative in interview? This is very logical that you have to be very positive there as well. Other than that, you also need to know that they will ask you like which did they asked me like where my friends work, and I was like, I was very sharp, like I have many friends, many friends. So some very small amount is unemployed and very large amount is highly employed in very good places. So though all are my friends, I named the friends who are employed, I would say. You It may sound very creepy, but it is very important because the friends you encircle with, you become like them. So if you have all the friends who are working, who are very hard working, they have their own startup or NGO or bullshit, then you are someone who has a really good circle. Just like Ambani won't sit with me because I'm not that rich. If I would be that rich, Ambani will sit with me. That means, right, that circle definitely affects. So that is the things about friends. They will ask about friends, and be sharp that they want to know about you with the name of friends. Similarly, when they talk about your family, good qualities and bad qualities about your family, they are again asking about yourself, what you think about your family. whether it is positive or negative, like that. And so in that way you can say like what negative you like about, like you think about your father, you can say he is too strict, which is very good, which is a good quality, right? So he's too strict on me. And I'm not saying that it is a really correct answer, but answers like this can really help. You cannot say that he eats gutka, something like that. It just doesn't make your family in a good light. So, and he drinks, he smokes, and then, or maybe there's violence in the home. Don't say that, okay? So these are very silly things, but many people do mistakes here also, because they think that they're not talking negative about themselves and others. But in the end, you cannot even talk negative about your office, the job you're doing. You have to say that I'm very fine, and then he will say, if you're very fine, why the hell you want to come here? You have to have answers for that as well. So yeah, then other than that, he may ask simple questions on aircraft, like aileron, rudder, something like that, and how the flight. For me, he asked like how the plane flies, because I was a physics teacher, I would say. So I said Bernoulli's principle, which I learned. So he said, okay, explain, and then I had the definition, and which was very tricky at that time, because I just made that definition and he knew that I'm making that definition, because I didn't remember that definition, because till class 10th you don't teach that anyway. So now coming to the next thing, which is two questions he asked, like two capitals he asked, like the capital of J&K, which is Jammu and Srinagar. There are two capital. I answered only Srinagar. Then he asked capital of Ladakh, so I said Leh. Then other than that, now like always, whenever they ask GK question, he may ask capital of Myanmar, which is Napito. So they will ask only border questions, because in the end, our army is in border, right? We have to fight the border. So mostly they will ask some defense related GK questions. So they may ask like what is Gulf of Malacca, something like that, or like some current news related to, and some military acquisition which has happened in recent time. They may ask that as well, which they didn't ask, but some people got that answer as well. Then other than that, they ask now they wanted to know some conflicting answers from me, and he realizes that I have no GK like of Air Force. In general, I had. Okay, so he asked me like any project different. So he wanted to know how I am. Now he wanted to know what is the conflicting part in me, other than the GK part, which is totally like the interest part of aircraft. I didn't know, and I was kind of getting a negative mark there. But still, to save me, he wanted to screw me a bit and wanted to check whether I can stand on it. So he asked me like, had you done final year project? And I said, yeah, I definitely had done it. So had you done or whatever? Don't check my grammar right now. So in that final year project, you were three people, right? So I said, yeah. So out of three people, who worked what? And I said, I worked for 1 month, and they didn't work at that time because I was like taking the project fully. And then I went to my company, and then they only worked the later on part. So I was just managing from the outside, because I joined the company, Byju's company. So he said, like, you might be having conflicts whenever you wanted to implement some things, and what was the result of it. So he wanted to know about some conflict, and I said, yeah, sir, there was conflict, and we resolved it. He didn't wanted that answer, and if you say this kind of answer, this is a vague answer. Please don't say and waste their time. They wanted to know. They want to know something which can make them realize whether you are having the describe it. So I said that, sir, there were three algorithms. There were like FDM, FEM, and there was one more method. So we were thinking to represent three methods in my project. I said we'll go by for two. My friend said we'll go for three. So this was a conflict which We sorted out with debate, and he said, which idea they took. So I said my idea. Actually, they didn't take my idea. So, but still, you have to say that you won in the end because you have to tell that. Anyway, so these are the things which happened after that. He asked me like, have you ever had any fight with your friends? I said no. Have you ever had any problem with your brother? No. He wanted to know something problematic, and then he asked me one more question, which was in the starting. I forgot to tell you that why didn't you like why didn't you pass JE advance, and how didn't you get even into JE mains. And also I said, sir, I just got boundary pass and boundary fail. And also he said, where you lagged. No, I literally didn't know the idea how to answer that, because I didn't wanted to show that I didn't study well, or maybe I thought I studied well, but it didn't reflect much. So I said, sir, don't like remember, but maybe I just prepared physics and not prepared chemistry as like properly, and even I didn't prepare maths very much. So he said, are you sure? I said, yeah, sir, I'm sure about this. And similar, like the recommended candidate who is my friend, he was asked the same answer question, and he answered it very nicely, and that's why he was recommended. Maybe just by this answer, that sir, he said with very honesty, he said that, sir, I was very lazy, and I was not interested in studies at that time. So this is very honest answer. I didn't prepare. Whatever you say is like very honest. I was, when you are saying, that means you are no more lazy. You are not no more who read newspaper. So if you write hobbies as newspaper, I think that really works. And then so this was something where I little bit screwed. Then, have you taken coaching? I said no, though I had taken coaching. And please have a backup support of that. That if they feel like you have taken coaching, just make sure that you don't tell that, because it doesn't look well. And many people would suggest you that you should say that you have taken coaching, but no, please don't say that. Also, if you think why am I saying this, you can just put a comment and I'll reply to that why. Yeah, okay. So after that, what are your hobbies? I had a lot of hobbies, and more adventurous your hobby is, or more intelligent your hobby is, just like playing chess, or maybe reading newspaper, or adventure rafting, river rafting, or something. Running is also hobby, if even a guitar. But if you are writing hobby like that doesn't good look good. At least write hobbies. If you don't write hobbies, that is like negative. Then, does your best friend drink? Does your best friend smoke? He didn't wanted to ask me. He wanted to ask about my best. He drink and smoke and does a lot of stuff. But but actually, I am really not like him in this case. So I said he didn't drink. He now like that. Then he asked, "What are you? What are they doing? What are they doing now?" I said already that answer. Then what about morning routine? They always ask about morning routine, right? Morning of Sunday and any working day. For me, he asked about my college morning routine, and that too of Sunday. And you know what, I didn't plan for it, and I had done my college already. And in college, who gives a damn about morning routines and evening routine until you are in SSB, NCC, sorry. So I was not in NCC. I had a really good project at that time, so I had very screwed up morning routine. I used to wake up at 10 o'clock, and then I used to go for eating while running for breakfast down for the canteen and all like that. So I said I used to wake up at 8 o'clock. Then I was making up, and it took a lot of time. So I really screwed this interview up. But what I wanted to tell you is, whatever I'm saying now will definitely help you, because I'm telling all the failures which happened with me. Then they asked me about strength, and we said my weakness is writing. He said, what writing? My handwriting. So he said, okay, but that cannot be counted as weakness. So my recommended friend told me that you can tell your weakness as Endurance, lack of endurance. Like, even if you're having a really good endurance, you can always try to improve it. So you can say, sir, my area of improvement is endurance. Like, I always try to run, like I'm running 2 kilometers, so I want to run 4 kilometer, I want to run 8 kilometer, like that. And then you can say something more, like I want to do more yoga, or I want to read more. My weakness is I don't like reading, I don't do like to do calculation. So this is something. And if he says, no, I want to know more of your weaknesses, so tell him something random like this. You cannot say that. Or you can say, sometimes I feel that I'm giving more screen to my mobile, like more time to my mobile, that is also fine. But you cannot say, sir, I am very kamchor, like I don't do my work or something. Or maybe like like sometimes you don't do, okay, but not all. You cannot say that as weakness. Or you cannot say that, sir, I have very bad memory, because that doesn't make you smart. Like, that doesn't look like an officer's weakness, okay. You should always remember, weakness of an officer should not be point of strength is all as important as weakness. Many people prepare for weakness and they say some that, like, I didn't remember, but I have prepared it, so I said that. And it in a nice way. He asked me about strength itself, and so he said, how come you are adaptable? I said, I have been to Dadra Nagar Haveli, Nagpur, and my ninth standard, like three places I did my ninth complete. I completed my ninth standard, like full 1 year. So he was like, how this shows adaptability? I said, sir, I was very happy in shifting from one place to other without making my, not only that, but I had more instances. But he knew where to stop. I could have said more. Now, the two questions which ruined. I was not prepared for interview. That was the biggest mistake, and that's why it didn't happen. And the question about my file. So, I live alone, right? Anything, I cannot live with friends or something. Though it was 2 bed or 3 bed or like 6 bed. Also, he got my rent allotment, rental agreement paper in my documents, and then he picked up that document, and then he read it, and he didn't read it in front of me, but he kept it, and he said, okay, you live alone, Rishi. I said, how the hell he knows? So okay, he must have read it somewhere. And I said, I cannot say no. I didn't wanted to say no, because you know what? If you live alone, they always want someone who lives with group, because you are an officer, you will have a lot of people with you. You cannot be the person who is living alone or something. They want someone who can be adaptable to others, right? So I am that kind of guy. But for some reasons, like making YouTube videos or something, making some plans, or making writing stuffs, I write a lot of things, and I have a lot of things to think about. So that's why I live alone. But I cannot say that, because it makes me non-officer. Like I'm still a good person, but not a one to bullshit anything. And whenever I want to study, I can do when I can. So I didn't say that. I said, sir, I live alone because he said, why you live alone? So I said, sir, I live alone because it feels good. So it was very negative answer for him. Now, one thing which you always need to remember is, once they get a negative quality of you, they want to test you on that quality like 2 to 3 times. And when they are testing you, you also can feel it that they are testing problem. Then can you tell me how you used to live in your college time? How many bed per room? I said, sir, first year 3 bed, second year 6 bed, third year 2 bed, fourth year 3 bed. So he said, okay, that means people. So now I come to know that I am doing something wrong. That's why he is asking me a connected question, right? He is asking me a similar question or connected question. Now he was still not convinced with my answer, and he wanted to know whether I like to live with people or not. And you know what? I like to live with people, but when I am having no work, I like to live people with people. But if I am having a lot of work, I get distracted by people. Like I'm very bakchod. I'm very, like, I talk a lot. Even I'm talking right now. So I talk to my friends a lot, a lot. I disturb them. So I don't want that, and that's why I live alone. So he asked, like, when you were in sixth bed, in second year, sometimes you might be feeling very much distracted, right? And I said, yes, sir. He said, okay, okay. And when I came out, I realized that he noted a negative point in me, that I cannot stay with people. Because you know what, they have very less time, very short time for them to judge you. So things which you can do, if you don't know the answer, you can just not say anything negative. Can you live with 500 people? You can say I can live with 100,000 people, but you won't be asked this question. This was specific to me because that rental agreement was there in my documents, which was very much preserved, and it was of no use later on. So I wanted to say that once you get to know that they are asking similar consecutive question, remember that they are trying to they have got something which they feel is negative, and if you answer it in a negative manner or in a manner, like always remember how the officer would like to be or respond to this. Similar way you should respond like that. So that's all from my side. I really hope that it would have really helped you. And though I had little much question, I would just say that things to remember. Let's conclude and say, have a good smile when you don't know the answer. Have smile all throughout. Just sit with your this hands on thighs and like this, and with a smile, continuously speaking all the time, eye contact, and then continuously having eye contact. You can say, what is the capital of Ladakh? And you can say, no sir, I don't remember, or I didn't read it, but I will tell you in conference, and it in a very confident manner. And you can just try to even move your head less, like have a smile. Maybe you will get pass. Okay, so interview is most critical thing, and I thought like to make a 6-7 minute video will not help. And if you want, I can make not only about defense, it is about in general like the discussions, and I assure you that you will like the discussion, and it will be always general. So please subscribe.